everything that happens to a person in this world, every circumstance that you find yourself in, every big circumstance like who your parents were, every so-called small circumstance like the weather today, or whether or not you could find clean socks this morning, every experience, without exception, happens for the same reason. I suppose you'd like me to tell you what that reason is, so I will. But listen carefully, you've got to hear this. Every experience that happens to you happens for the following reason: to help you get a little bit closer in your relationship to the Creator of the universe. You cannot find an exception to this. If something feels good, is pleasant, or some memory is pleasant, you are supposed to say thank you. And if something feels uncomfortable, even slightly uncomfortable, or God forbid, very painful, you're supposed to say, please help me. Forget ritual, liturgy, Hebrew, prayer, all that stuff. I'm talking about English language, your mother tongue. I'm talking about whispering a little meditation throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout your life. And there's no exception to this. And if you think about it, it's the most brilliant approach to life you've ever heard. Because what it does is that it's a loop. It's a feedback loop. The more that I am aware that there's an infinite creator running the world, the more I'm going to try to communicate, either thank you or help me. And the more I communicate, the more I'm going to become aware. The ultimate goal is that I should become what we call a godlike person, a godly person, a person who walks around totally aware all the time that what I'm living in right now is a virtual reality, a matrix, like the film, that is really a projection of the divine light. And if I can recognize that what appears to be finite is actually an illusion, at some level it's simply an illusion, and that really it's the hiding of the divine creator as a kind of like a game, in order that I should be able to create that relationship myself. If I can walk around with that awareness, then I'm enlightened. And the only way to get there is on a daily basis, having this daily meditation awareness. So when you ask me about fate, yes, I will say that we have a belief about fate, but not that you're fated to have some kind of outcome. The outcome is going to depend on your choices. But whatever circumstances you're given are definitely there for a reason, and they're there to help you get where you need to go. Now, the choices you make may affect that. You may make choices that will change your circumstances. And this is the law of Jewish karma. The Jewish law of karma is that whatever happens to you tomorrow is a consequence of choices you made in the past. Maybe choices you made today, maybe choices you made last week or last year, or even potentially your last lifetime. This is the Jewish law of karma. I can't tell you, I cannot tell you, because I'm not a prophet, and no one is a prophet today, I could not tell you why you needed to experience what you experienced today or yesterday. But you should ask the question. You should be introspecting and trying to figure out what the message is for you. By asking the question, you're not always going to get the answer, but you often will.
A big question is purpose. Like how whatever age I am, whatever, if someone's 20, how do you kind of get at that question or the answer?
There's a general answer and then an individual answer for the question of purpose. The general answer, which is universal to all people, is we all have, a couple aspects of our purpose in life. And the most important one is arguably fixing my personality. I was born with certain traits I was raised with certain parents. I might have an anger problem. I might be impatient. I might be a little lazy. I might have a tendency to waste time. I might have a tendency to look at things that are not healthy for me or eat things that are unhealthy for me. And that underscores the primary purpose that I have, which is to perfect myself, my what we call in Hebrew midot or midos, which are personality traits. That's the general answer. Individually, it depends on you. And I heard a very beautiful piece of wisdom once that will help any individual figure out what their purpose is. It's not a silver bullet. You may not get it in one go, but it'll help you, it'll lead you to understanding your purpose. Describe the kind of person you want to be 10 years from now. Or write your obituary, one of those exercises where you visualize what you'd like to become. Do that. Take 10 minutes to describe that person. And then, after you finish that exercise, ask yourself the following question. What's stopping me from being that right now? Whatever you find is the answer to that second question, that is very possibly the exact purpose you were put on this world to fix. It takes a lifetime. It takes a lifetime to fix a person. But you have a lifetime. That's why you're here. I'm not going to promise you you're going to reach the goal. I can't promise you that because I don't know what choices you're going to make. But I can promise you if you attempt and make an honest effort and work with Jewish wisdom on this, that you will achieve it.